As you may have heard, our country has budgetary problems. It seems the administration and Congress are spending more money than we take in each year, to a point where our national debt is approaching $18 trillion. And at a time when making every federal dollar count is critically important, those patriotic Americans with the Humane Society of the United States are using the courts to line their already fat coffers with our hard-earned tax dollars. In 2003, the Fund for Animals, a group that has been absorbed by the Humane Society of the United States, sued the U.S. Department of Interior, claiming the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service violated the National Environmental Policy Act. These charges targeted the U.S. Fish and Wildlife's ruling that permitted hunting on 60 units of the National Wildlife Refuge System. At great expense to the taxpayer, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service reviewed and updated the National Environmental Policy Act status and findings on these 60 refuges. Eventually, a federal judge ruled the Fish and Wildlife Service's new information met the criteria and hunting could continue to be listed on refuges. The result? The Humane Society lost its case. But with over $160 million already in their coffers, as stated in their annual tax return, the HSUS asked the judge for an award of a portion of their attorney's fees and costs. Even with over $100 million average revenue each year, the Humane Society request was granted, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, or put another way, we, the taxpayers of this country, were ordered to pay the loser of the case, the Humane Society, $116,000. So, even though the Humane Society lost the case, they actually won. You and I paid for the frivolous suit, so we lost. And of course, Fish and Wildlife Service had to find the money at the expense of programs to help wildlife, so wildlife lost as well. At the end of the day, hunting remains open on Fish and Wildlife refuges, and the Humane Society gets $116,000 for filing meaningless lawsuits. I can hear the deer and antelope talking about the Humane Society now. With friends like that, who needs enemies? If you'd like more information on this or other issues that are important to sportsmen and women, or would like a chance to win one of our social media prize giveaways, follow me on Twitter at SteveScottTV or at Facebook.com/SafariHuntersJournal. Until next time, know the facts and keep preserving the heritage.